Moving on to another poll-bound state, Haryana, wrestlers Bajrang Punia and Vinesh Fogart met Congress leader Rahul Gandhi today with reports suggesting that discussions are on to finalize the seats for the two wrestlers. Congress General Secretary in charge of Haryana, Deepak Babaria, had on Tuesday said that there would be clarity on the candidature of the wrestlers by Thursday. Remember that Bajrang Punia is a Tokyo Games bronze medalist, while Vinesh Fogart, like we all know, became the first female wrestler to reach the Olympics final in Paris Games 2024, but the stage where she was disqualified after being found overweight by just 100 grams in her 50 kg category weigh-in. She subsequently announced her retirement from the sport. The Congress Central Election Committee, meanwhile, has cleared the names of candidates for 66 seats out of 90. That's what sources told NDTV. Punia and Fogart were part of the protest over sexual harassment allegations against Brijbhushan Singh, who is the former chief of the Wrestling Federation of India. Now, while Congress and Aam Aadmi Party are engaged in seat-sharing talks for the Haryana Assembly polls with hard bargaining on from both sides, BJP has also been holding meetings on Haryana polls. The party is expected to release the first list of candidates soon. Remember, voting on 90 Assembly seats in Haryana is to be held on the 5th of October. Counting of votes will be undertaken on October 8th. Remember, the poll date was postponed after complaints from several political parties. But of course, EC has postponed the election. Now it is going to be held on the 5th of October. Before I go across to my colleague Gurpreet, let's take a look at some reactions that came in from the state today.
हमारी बात उनसे चल रही है. वी आर एक्सप्लोरिंग कि जो है कोई भी आप समझौता करते हैं वो एक विन विन सिचुएशन वाला समझौता ही हो सकता है. हमारे उनके फ़ायदे की बात हो, वो फ़ायदे की, इसके लिए हम तलाश रहे हैं और देखो एक दो दिन में वो फाइनल हो जाएगा. उम्मीद रखते हैं कि फाइनल हो जाएगा, नहीं तो छोड़ देंगे. मैं नंबर गेम में कोई जवाब नहीं दूंगा. ये चीज़ें जो हैं वो हमारी 1-to-1 बातचीत की है. मैं मीडिया में वो नहीं ले जाना चाहता. वो एक स्पेकुलेशन वाली बात बन जाती है. मगर मैंने जैसे पहले ही कहा कि जहां हमारी और इनकी दोनों की एक विन विन सिचुएशन बनती है वहां हम वो बात को ले जाएंगे.
Gurpreet joins us. Gurpreet, tell us, you've been traveling to various parts of Haryana. Tell us what is the sentiment on ground and what is the political update with regard to the alliance that is to happen between Congress Party and the Aam Aadmi Party, and how is the BJP looking at something like this? Just now, JJP has come out with its list of candidates. So what is happening with the alliances on that front as well?
Well, if we can talk about Aam Aadmi Party and Congress alliance, today we have asked and posed this question to the Haryana BJP President Mohanlal Badauli. He has clearly said that it will not impact at any cost to the BJP party. But let's understand and read in between the lines why this alliance is being forged between both the party. Because at this point of time, both the party, they are trying to encash anti-incumbency. And it seems that is a challenge for the BJP how to combat with anti-incumbency in the state. And that is also one of the reasons from the sources what we have learned why the list has not been declared by the BJP so far, because they are conducting multiple survey to provide a proper candidate who doesn't have any anti-incumbency in his own constituency. That is one of the reasons why they are conducting multiple surveys, so that they will be able to combat with anti-incumbency. If we can talk about the opposition party, regional parties not having that much base, they are also trying to encash the anti-incumbency, but at the same time the Congress is working on this thing. We are talking about Vinesh Fogart and Bajrang Punia, the wrestlers who spotted with Rahul Gandhi. So somewhere down the line, it seems one side they are getting the sympathy from the farmers also. They are giving multiple promises to the farmers also. They know that they were holding multiple protests against BJP when the BJP was ruling in the state, and now we have seen even the wrestler, they were also vocal voice against the party, so they are trying to encash it. But now we have seen even the central leader, they have already made, we are doing multiple multiple round of meeting with the Aam Aadmi Party to discuss about the political strategy. So let's see
Right.
how many seats are going to give them, what type of a calculation and combination are they going to make. But as of now, we have seen a regional party, they are looking and making alliance with the Dalit dominated parties so that they will be able to revive politically in the state. At the same time, the national party, they are also trying to forge alliance so that they will be able to pave a way to Vidhan Sabha and they will be able to
Right.
make a government in Haryana.
Thank
Back
you,
to
Gurpreet,
studio.
for joining us with those critical details. Also joining me now is Rohan Gupta, who's the spokesperson of the BJP. We have Swati Malik, who is the spokesperson of the Congress Party. And we have Shubh Malhotra, who is the Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson. Thank you all of you for joining me on this show. Rohan Gupta, it used to be said that Haryana votes the way it does in Lok Sabha elections, but clearly this time it was even Stevens, with BJP winning 5 seats and Congress winning 5 seats. And though it was, it was equal, it just seems like the Congress has the momentum because, we've seen the Jat protest, we've seen the Jat sentiment, we've seen the restless protest, or for that matter, what happened with the farmers. Is your party on the back foot when it comes to Haryana, and this alliance between Aam Aadmi Party and Congress, is that going to dent you further?
Vasudha, I feel that if you see the Lok Sabha results, it was a worst scenario on ground as far as BJP was concerned. And even after that, BJP has won 44 seats. At the end of the day, when you count number, BJP has won on 44 assembly segments. After that, there were a lot of issues, where after the elections, when they were analyzed, and a lot of steps were taken, like there were demand of farmers for MSP, which was fulfilled by BJP. Agniveer, again, 10% reservation was given. So I think after that, Mr. Saini, as a CM, he has done excellent job. Lot many promises have been made and good traction on ground. So I see that at the end of the day, when you say Lok Sabha elections was the worst performance of BJP and you were at 44, I think it is compulsion for Congress party to talk to Aam Aadmi Party. It is not about any Gadbandhan Dharma and all. It is a majburi because the way Congress is divided in Haryana, there are 3 Congress which are running parallel today. They know that after seat distribution, at least whatever number they have in mind, 10 to 15 seats are going to reduce. But let me tell you very frankly, Vasudha, the alliance between Congress party and Aam Aadmi Party is unnatural alliance. While we are talking, just 15 minutes back, there is a statement by Punjab Congress President Amrinder Singh Brar that under any situation we will not tie up with Aam Aadmi Party. They are the most corrupt party. They have taken our people behind the bars. We are not going to compromise. Let our high command do whatever. As far as we are concerned, we'll keep on fighting with Aam Aadmi Party. So Vasudha, the narrative is in 2 states, it is hum aapke hain kaun, and in 2 states, hum saath saath hain. So I don't feel that the people of the country, they are fooled that when your narrative is not clear and it is only tod jod ki rajniti, they will not trust.
Okay.
So Haryana, now it has become their compulsion to tie up with Aam Aadmi Party because of the ground situation. But because it is unnatural alliance, it is not going to fly well.
Okay, Swati Malik, between Hum Aapke Hai Kaun and Hum Saath Saath Hain, what would you have to say? Because clearly the state unit may have a differing view on this, and we have seen in the past that the Congress party had to suffer because some of the state units felt that there was something that was being imposed on them by the high command, and that really did not go well for the party at that time.
Vasudha, if you see the performance of the India bloc in the Lok Sabha elections within Haryana, when we gained 5 seats and they lost 5 seats, and the vote percentage increased, we gained about 18% vote share. So when you see that kind of a result from a Lok Sabha election, obviously BJP is a little baffled right now, and they want to obviously call it Hum Aapke Hain Kaun or Hum Saath Saath Hain, and that's the best narrative they can come up with. But the fact of the matter is that the Congress and Aam Aadmi Party, the entire India bloc, we want to keep the narrative on that we maintained in Lok Sabha elections. So that is the reason the idea is to stay together. The idea is to keep India bloc ahead of our individual goals, and that's just like for the Lok Sabha. And yes, as far as 90 seats are concerned, we are still talking. Aam Aadmi and Congress are still talking about the vote, about the seat share. And we'll figure it out. There's nothing confirmed as yet. We don't know whether it's going to be 5, 10, 15. We don't know any of those numbers yet. So right now it's a little premature to, kind of attack the alliance, which is not even declared yet. Let's just put it that way. It's not even finalized. The numbers have not been finalized. So BJP is just baffled, absolutely baffled right now that if Lok Sabha result is again, it's repeated in the assembly results,
right,
then what face will they go back with?
Right. Okay, Shri Malhotra, has the 2024 Lok Sabha elections in a way humbled the Aam Aadmi Party, because we saw the results both in Delhi and Punjab. At one point you kept saying that we will not ally with the Congress Party, but here the Congress Party is playing the dominant opposition leader, and it is basically calling the shots, and it looks like it's actually doing a favor on Aam Aadmi Party. Would that be the case, ma'am? How do you see the alliance that's, in some ways in the works?
See, politics is always quid pro quo. While we are here in Delhi and they are there in Haryana, whatever helps the BJP spokesperson sleep in the night, they can call it unnatural alliance, they can call it whatever they want. But the fact is that it is an alliance, it will be a coming together of parties. If it happens, it will be a coming together of parties that are willing to throw away the mismanagement that has happened in Haryana over the past so many years. And 46,000, this is today's news, 46,000 postgraduates in Haryana have applied for the role of peons and sweepers. That is the state of this particular state. And Aam Aadmi Party and Congress are taking the winner's approach towards this. Aam Aadmi Party is going to present its very successful governance model of Delhi to the people of Haryana. We, between Congress and Aam Aadmi Party, we have had a successful alliance. I believe that we have shown unprecedented performance in Haryana. Their seats of BJP came down from 10 to 5 in the Lok Sabha. That speaks for itself. Despite hurriedly changing the most senior leader and such a seasoned chief minister that they had, because they were sensing the anti-incumbency that is there, and that is going to be present in, even in the last assembly elections also in Haryana, they were able to form the government only after an alliance with the JJP. So, I mean, what sort of success they are talking about in the previous assembly election? There's nothing to show there. And with just the past performance in general elections, it is quite evident what is going to happen in the coming. So, the downward trajectory of BJP is well underway. And in Hindi, we say, ulti ginti shuru ho gayi hai. Now, I think there are a few things that are going to be of a particular dent in this particular, not a particular dent, but totally completely going to annihilate BJP in the coming elections in Haryana. Number one is going to be the restless agitation. And I know your channel was just talking about the news of two very decorated wrestlers who are planning to fight the elections, because they are successful sportspersons. But why would they make this choice? That's because of the continuous refuge given to a criminal by Bharatiya Brijbhushan Party. And these wrestlers, they sat against him, they were dragged on streets, they were medal-winning wrestlers, and they were treated in this way by the government, and which is why they are going to have their revenge. And the second is the continuous statements and dismissal of farmers' protests. In fact, I mean, I think the election was delivered the day Kangana Ranaut called farmers rapists and all sorts of things. So,
let me ask this question to Rohan Gupta, because, while we see the wrestlers' protest, there's also, sometimes voting does happen on caste and community lines. How significant would be the joining of wrestlers like Bajrang Punia or Vinesh Phogat into the Congress, Rohan? And do you think that this experiment to have somebody from the non-influential community, is that something that has really gone wrong for the BJP? Because you come from Gujarat, finally, after giving a non-partidar CMs, the party had to settle down for a partidar chief minister. Is that something that the party should have thought about before it introduced this experiment?
See, Vasudha, first of all, I'd like to answer on whether the alliance is natural or not as far as Aam Aadmi Party and Congress is concerned. You tell me one thing. There are two parties, they are part of the same Gadbandhan. Now, two states, they are fighting separately, they are accusing each other. I think both of them, they are from Delhi. Just few days back, Congress has done Matka Food Andolan against Aam Aadmi Party. And now they are coming to the saying that we want to save
all
democracy.
All that won't matter when people decide to vote, right? Because, these
Absolutely.
are parties and
That's what I'm
there's going to be one opposition
voice. So, Vasudha,
voice.
that's what I'm saying. Let me complete. See, Delhi, they had formed alliance. All the seats lost by them. All seats won by Congress, the BJP. Again, Haryana, you see, they had fought alliance. Again, the same result. So my point here is, even if they are coming together, that is the political compulsion on ground. If you remember Madhya Pradesh, you can remember Chhattisgarh. Congress had won on paper 3 months back. What happened on ground? Because the way these parties, the leadership crisis is there, the leadership are fighting in Haryana. There are 3 Congress right now. The way they are fighting for the tickets, you will see that by the time elections are, they'll fall apart. So that's why now Congress, this is the afterthought. See, both the parties, they announced that they are going to fight these elections separately. Now when the elections are closing by, The reason they are coming together, it is compulsion for both of them. But
Right.
people are not going to buy that.
Swati Malik, closing remarks from you.
Vasudha, the BJP spokesperson Rohanji is talking as if BJP has never formed an alliance with anybody. What is NDA? It's an alliance of almost 45 parties. So of course it becomes
I
a
am not
political
against
compulsion at times.
No, I want to remind him of something.
Whether it is and if it is
I'm
Aam
saying
Aadmi
why
and Congress
50% states you are having alliance and why 50% you are not having.
No, why? I'll come to that also. And Congress and the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party here in this election, of course, it can differ state to state. Why not? It doesn't. Otherwise, we would just merge our parties, right? Why even have two different parties? Why not just
Your
merge?
leader is,
So yes,
your
we are
Punjab
together
president
in the
has
larger
accused Aam
ideology.
Aadmi Party of corruption. Do
Hang
you
in there.
agree with that?
Please let me complete now. Please let me complete now. Please let me complete. What I'm
He
saying
has
is when the
seriously
parties
accused
come
Aam Aadmi
together,
Party.
when
Do you agree with
Rohanji,
that or not?
you'll have to allow me the same courtesy, please. You'll have to extend the
Okay,
same
Rohanji,
courtesy.
Please
just let her
continue.
finish.
I did not interrupt. Please. So what I'm saying is that just like Congress and BJP, Congress and Aam Aadmi Party here, of course we are together in the larger fight, but that doesn't mean we are not going to oppose each other in any of the states. Why even have two different parties? Why not just merge? Why not merge Aam Aadmi and Congress all together if not going to oppose each other? So as far as these two parties are coming together, and right now also, like I said, it's a little premature because we haven't even decided the number. So yes, wait till the number of seats is decided by the two leaderships, and then we will see how it goes forward. But right now, very well. Sorry.
Okay, no.
Right now,
I'm completely out of time.
very
Last
clearly
word
said
from
that
Malhotra.
Vasudha.
What is it that the Aam Aadmi Party has to offer in Haryana, ma'am? Because you did lose. I mean, you didn't win a single seat. So what is it that you're expecting?
No, but I will call Congress and Aam Aadmi Party alliance a very successful alliance because BJP knows
Like Delhi.
that their winning margin was substantially unprecedented manner. It was reduced in Delhi. They know very well, but they failed to point it out. Also, apart from that, I want to say that listening to BJP spokesperson talk about cross accusations between future partners is like listening to Ravan talk about protection of women. Because is it not BJP people who in Maharashtra who used to say Pawar chakki piecing and went ahead and did an unnatural alliance
point taken.
with him in
I'm completely
Maharashtra.
out of
How
time.
was that?
Thank you all of you for joining me on this broadcast. I'm sorry, I'm completely out of time. Political activity has intensified both in Jammu and Kashmir and Haryana. Diverse issues in both these places, but at the core of it all, people wanting to be heard. Time for a short break. More news and updates on the other.